Are you tired of hearing that eating healthy has to break the bank? Do you feel like clean eating is reserved for those with endless grocery budgets and hours to spend in the kitchen? Well, get ready to have your mind blown, because today we're diving into a full day of delicious, nutritious, and incredibly affordable meals. This isn't about deprivation or bland food. It's about smart choices, maximizing flavor, and proving that you can fuel your body with amazing, whole foods without emptying your wallet. We're talking about a clean diet, which for me means focusing on minimally processed ingredients, lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. And budget-friendly means being strategic with shopping, cooking, and making every ingredient count. It's all about making healthy living accessible and enjoyable for everyone, especially if you're a student, a young adult, or just someone looking to eat well without the financial stress. I'm going to walk you through exactly what I eat in a day, sharing all my tips and tricks along the way. Get ready to be inspired and maybe even a little hungry. My day always kicks off with a breakfast that's quick, satisfying, and packed with energy. For me, that often means a big bowl of overnight oats. I use rolled oats, which are incredibly cheap when bought in bulk. I combine them with water or unsweetened plant milk, a spoonful of chia seeds for extra fiber and healthy fats, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The night before, I just mix everything in a jar and pop it in the fridge. In the morning, I top it with whatever fruit is in season and on sale, like sliced banana or frozen berries. Sometimes I add a small handful of nuts or seeds for crunch and protein. It's a complete meal that keeps me full for hours, and the cost per serving is pennies. Lunch is where budget-friendly eating really shines, and my secret weapon is always leftovers or a super simple, versatile meal. Today, I'm having a hearty lentil soup that I made a big batch of earlier in the week. Lentils are a powerhouse of plant-based protein and fiber, and they are incredibly inexpensive. This soup is packed with diced carrots, celery, onions, and a can of crushed tomatoes, all common and affordable vegetables. I season it simply with herbs like thyme and bay leaf, plus a little salt and pepper. It's warming, filling, and tastes even better the next day. Making a large pot of soup or chili at the beginning of the week saves so much time and money. Another go-to lunch is a big salad with a base of mixed greens, topped with roasted chickpeas or black beans for protein. I add whatever veggies I have on hand, like bell peppers, cucumber, or shredded carrots. A simple homemade vinaigrette with olive oil, vinegar, and Dijon mustard ties it all together. Around mid-afternoon, I usually need a little something to tide me over until dinner. My snacks are always simple, whole foods that don't require any cooking. Today, I'm having an apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter. Apples are usually very affordable, especially when bought in season. Peanut butter provides healthy fats and protein, keeping me satisfied. Another favorite is a handful of almonds or a small container of plain Greek yogurt with a few berries. The key is to choose snacks that are naturally filling and don't come in a fancy, expensive package. It's about listening to your body and giving it what it needs. Dinner is often the biggest meal of the day, and I love making something that feels substantial and comforting without being heavy on the wallet. Tonight, I'm making a big batch of roasted vegetable and chickpea bowls. I chop up a variety of affordable vegetables like broccoli, sweet potatoes, and bell peppers. I toss them with olive oil, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Then I add a can of drained and rinsed chickpeas to the same baking sheet. Everything roasts together in the oven until tender and slightly caramelized. This method is incredibly easy and minimizes cleanup. I serve this over a base of brown rice or quinoa, both of which are budget-friendly whole grains that provide complex carbohydrates. Sometimes I'll add a dollop of homemade hummus or a sprinkle of nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor. It's a complete, balanced meal that's packed with nutrients and flavor. Eating clean on a budget is all about planning and smart shopping. I always make a grocery list and stick to it, focusing on seasonal produce, bulk grains, and legumes. Cooking at home is the biggest money saver, and learning to use versatile ingredients in multiple ways is key. Don't be afraid to experiment with spices and herbs to elevate simple dishes. It's also about embracing plant-based proteins, which are often much cheaper than meat. Things like lentils, beans, chickpeas, and tofu are incredibly versatile and nutritious. Remember, healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It's about making conscious choices that nourish your body and your bank account. What are your absolute favorite budget-friendly, clean eating tips or recipes? Share them in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you make healthy eating work for your budget.